Hello everyone, my name is Christian. Welcome to my hobby blog. Today we are talking about a pretty recent Vinegar Syndrome release called All American Murder. I have the slipcover edition. I think it looks pretty awesome. You can see it there, American flag, police lights, and an awesome guy hanging by a workout equipment. And then I have the reversible cover showing. Here it is. Not much to look at. It doesn't really look that good in my opinion. And the back looks exactly like every Vinegar Syndrome release that they've ever done. But so I just finished it, just watched it for the first time. Leon was heavily recommending this for a few months. So I bought it during the May sale, so it's been about 3 months, a quarter of a year, and I finally got around to it. I really liked it. It's not as big of a big love that I have towards the Carlo, which was another he recommended, but this one was really good. Our main character is played by someone who looks eerily similar to Billy Zane in Society, and we have Christopher Walken, who, not Billy Zane, is known for being like a delinquent, always burning stuff with fire and like all this different stuff. So he finally gets one last chance by his father, who's a judge, like a pretty high up, judge. And he goes and enrolls in a new school who will let him in, and the dean is well known. He shows up to the college and falls in love with this girl, which is really awkward because he's just stalking her for like 15 minutes. He has like sunglasses on and he's just stalking this student for like 15 minutes of screen time. So like almost a quarter of the movie is dedicated to him stalking the student, and they supposedly fall in love. I don't think they did. It was very awkward. But she is murdered by somebody. We don't know. It kind of becomes like a giallo slasher film where someone keeps killing people right when not Billy Zane is nearby. So he keeps getting kind of blamed for this, and the cop Christopher Walken is like, you have 24 hours to prove yourself that you're not guilty. And by like the fifth death, not Billy Zane is finally like just apprehended because the cops are like, oh my gosh, you're killing too many people, this is way too convenient, like we're locking you up. And then the final killer is revealed as they try to kill Billy Zane, or not Billy Zane. So the story's okay. I mean, it's a slasher. There's a lot of mystery. The soundtrack is very 80s, although it came out in the 90s, I believe. 1991, so it was very 80s like, but like an 80s action and also giallo. It was okay. I mean, I really liked it. I think it would be a really good double feature with Society, just because the two leads look exactly like each other, Billy Zane, and so it was just like hilarious to watch it. And they have the weirdest lines ever. I mean, Christopher Walken's entrance in this entire film is him. He's a cop and he's calling someone down during a hostage situation, and Christopher Walken brings the wife of the guy who is holding up, someone else at a store. And he's like, your wife is a bimbo, she's awesome. Her left nipple is very sensitive, and I don't think anyone has ever moved so fast in water as her. And talks about how, like, although she has teeth, she gives the best blowjobs, and like just egging this guy on. And Christopher Walken just plays it so straight, so it's like hilarious. And finally, the killer comes out, and Walken just shoots him, and they apprehend him, and that's our intro to Christopher Walken. It's like hilarious. But I don't. I'm like conflicted on the movie because the ending was so just like who the killer is someone that you won't really expect, but not in a satisfying way. Like talking about the Carlo, the ending just kind of blew me away because it was just so out of nowhere. But to talk about a similar or similar Giallo film where the killer ends up being someone who you don't expect. Shockingly, 13. The killer is one of 13, which is in the Giallo Forgotten Gialli Volume 1 from the Vinegar Syndrome box set. That movie is way better in terms of the whole murder mystery part of this movie. But I think it's the performances and the music that really keep this, like, I want to say 7, maybe 8 out of 10. I don't really do ratings. It's not the best. I mean, there are much better movies than this, but it just has that a bunch of little great things. So you get a lot of really bizarre dialogue, great music, just the, I guess, exhausting aspect of the movie where the killer keeps killing everybody like seconds after Billy Zane leaves the screen or the shot. And then the cops show up and he's like, hey, I have this guy in the basement. I'm coming. Like, come on over here. And Christopher Walken and everyone show up. He's like, he's just in the other side of the door. He opens the door and someone, like, has, like, the throat slit. He's like, what? That didn't happen. I didn't kill him, I swear. And the cops are just looking at him like, oh my gosh. And again, by the time there's 5 victims. The final one is the dean. The killer puts a noose around his neck while he's working out, and then puts a grenade in his pants. So as you can see, he blows up and it's awesome. So that's really all I have to say about the movie. I liked it a lot. I mean, I talked about my rating, but yeah, I mean, I don't think there's any slipcovers left. I think it's all sold out. But it's still really good. I would own it non-slip, but the slip looks awesome, of course, because it's the color scheme, that blue, and then the back of, the dean. So, yeah, thank you all for watching.